Hey everyone, Steph here, and today I'm here with a video on how to unpackage brand new contacts. Aside from the brand new contacts themselves, there are 3 tools that I recommend having with you when you decide to unpackage your brand new contacts. First is going to be contact case. Second is going to be contact solution of your choice. This is a brand that I like to use. Third is I would recommend a pair of tweezers. Also entirely optional is a little hand towel for yourself. This little mini tutorial covers specifically circle lenses, so if you're getting something like regular contacts from an optometrist, the packaging is a little bit different. So the contacts that I'm going to be unpackaging are G&G King brand. I'll put a link in the description below of exactly what brand contacts these are. So when you examine your vial, you'll see that underneath the plastic cap, along where this sort of aluminum casing is, you'll see there's a portion where there are some upwards pointing arrows. Hopefully you can kind of see where they are here. That is where you should be applying the force with your thumb and pushing away from the cap. So where this arrow is, I'm going to put my thumb and I'm going to push upwards. That will pop up the cap, so, and then you should see that part of the aluminum has been lifted. You can go ahead and continue peeling that away, and you can toss this. And then you will be left with this aluminum casing around here. If you're smart and you didn't yank it all off, you can go ahead and just take the rest of the aluminum casing off. You can also pry it off with your fingers if you'd like, but I believe it is some type of aluminum because it's not that strong, but it still can be a little bit sharp, so you can go ahead and take your tweezers and then just lift the rest of it off and throw it away. If you open the top incorrectly and you still have the aluminum on top of the vial, you can go ahead and use the tweezers to just pry the rest of the pieces off. So what you should be left with on these guys is just the rubber cap on top. What I like to do is I like to shake my bottle a little bit so that the contact inside is free floating in the liquid and it's not stuck on any of the sides. Then I'll sort of tilt the vial a little bit so that the water is not quite overflowing the cap when I pull it off. Then I remove the cap. And then if you're doing this over the sink, you can pour it out directly over your hands, or if you have a towel, you can pour the liquid inside on top of the towel. But basically you want to get the contact fairly close to the edge of the lip of the bottle so that you can reach in and pull the contact out. So once you've got this contact lens free, I personally go ahead and stick it on my hand. If you have foresight, you can go ahead and open your contact case before taking the contact lens out. And then you can go ahead and fill your contact case with some solution. And then what I like to do before I put it in the case itself is that I like to rinse the contact before I put it in. This part isn't entirely necessary because by putting your contact into the solution, it should be thoroughly disinfected after 24 hours. So you can go ahead and put some contact solution on your contact and very gently rub your contact around in the palm of your hand and then drop the contact in the solution. And then you can go ahead and do this with the other contact lens. If you run into a problem like you're trying to pour the contact out of its bottle and the contact slips towards the back end of the bottle, so typically slips back here and then all the rest of the solution comes pouring out and you can't get the contact out of the bottle, you should go ahead and use your contact solution to put a little bit more liquid in the bottle and then shake the bottle a little bit so that you can get the contact to dislodge and move towards the opening. You want to make sure that you don't use water. The reason why you don't want to use water is because water can contain a variety of different types of bacteria, and contact solution is specifically designed to be disinfecting and safe to use on your eyes. That's why we're using contact solution as our liquid of choice if we ever need any more to move the contact around versus using water, because contact solution is safer for your eyes. And the number one thing to remember after you unpackage brand new contacts is that you want to let them sit in their disinfecting solution for 24 hours after you've taken them out of the packaging. I don't have any real science on this, but from my perspective, when you receive your brand new contacts in their little vials, you don't know how long those contacts have been stored in that same liquid. Of course, it should be a sanitizing liquid, but you only have one pair of eyes and I think it's better to be safe than sorry, so I typically let my contacts rest in a solution for at least 24 hours before I put them on my eye. If I really had to wear the contacts on short notice, I would make sure to rinse the contact lens, which is what I showed you earlier with dropping some of the contact solution onto the contact lens and rubbing a little bit. I would make sure to do that very thoroughly to make sure that the contacts were clean before I put them in my eye. Hopefully this video was useful for you if you've never opened contacts before, or if you're unsure how to. Hopefully if you were struggling with this a little bit or you weren't sure how to tackle it, you found this video useful. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.